I ain't here.
So hello, Sara McMann.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, you're on the MMA Roasted podcast. You're here with me, Renato Laranja, Josh Barnett, as well as Alyssa. How's everything going?
Things are going good.
Oh, I like the way your voice sounds very sultry right now, Sara McMann.
What?
Your voice sounds sultry.
Sultry?
You sound like
It's got that 976 to it.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in the bathtub with some incense and candles and
Essential oils.
Yeah, and waiting for me, and getting all soap up and sudsy for me, porra caralho.
Is that what you're doing?
That's exactly what I'm doing. Oh my god! I have a fucking camera in my house.
Nice. So Sarah, how's life? Did you go to the UFC retreat?
I did. I had a really good time.
It seemed like everybody did, boy.
Nice. Now, did you see the fight between either Cyborg and Magana, or I heard Jeremy Stevens and Mike Perry got into a fight as well?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
I did not see either of the fights. I heard about them later, though. I think that's, I don't know. I was sitting there talking to Ayman Zahabi, and I'm like, who thought getting over 350 UFC fighters together and giving us a bunch of alcohol and, putting competitive games up and stuff would be a really good idea? And then I was like, their security guards are here. Like, what are they doing? Like, security guards against 350 UFC fighters.
Wow.
No.
They could have had, tasers, and I don't even know if that would have worked.
But you weren't into that. I mean, you seem like a very... But I ran into... what's his name last night? Mickey Gall. And he said there was a lot of posturing amongst fighters. A lot of guys...
You don't say.
How the fuck could there not be?
There was a lot of evil eyes.
A bunch of alfalfa.
A lot of guys walking
A lot
around.
of mad dogs, a lot of side eyes.
Yeah.
It's really funny because, I came over and chatted with Ryan Hall, and Ryan's just a super intelligent guy.
Yeah.
And he's sitting off to himself like a regular introvert would. And he's like, this is like high school.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Worse than high school.
It actually is. It was kind of funny. But
Yeah.
I think for the most part, people got along. I even saw a lot of the really good fighters talking with people that they had previously fought. That there's time between it since they fought. And they're just strategizing about well, I had this plan going in and what worked and what didn't and how things completely fell apart. But I didn't see too many people being douches. For the most part, people seem to have a type of respect for each other.
So Sarah, do you throw any shade at anybody? You give anybody a gas face?
No, probably just the only girl I would be the girl, and I will be a woman enough to admit total jealousy, and it would probably be Amanda Nunes because I won her damn belt.
Yes.
But I don't care who it was. Whoever was standing there and had the belt, that's why I would be giving them a little bit of the stink eye and being coming for you.
Now, are you
as far as it would go?
Are you next in line if Nunez beats Shevchenko? Are you next in line?
I don't know because I really they never ever give us any information whatsoever. So basically my game plan is to keep trying to destroy every single person they put in front of me. And eventually, I'm 3-0. Next one will be 4-0. I'll be like, what's up? Because I'll just, by process of elimination, I think I'll get it.
It seems like your career, though, it seems like you have a resurgence. It seems like you have a new fire, you're just now you're just smoking people. What's been the difference?
Her sweet jacked
I
arms.
think that,
Yeah.
well, the loss of Nunes, I had different stuff going on in my life, there's personal crap that...
Don't air out our
too.
personal business on this fucking podcast here. That's between you. What me and you do in the privacy of my bedroom
As consenting
is between,
adults.
is between us and my
Just
God.
like the webcam I set up, it's revealing everything. Okay, I'm just waiting for the right time to release it.
Nice.
That's how I'm going to project myself into that title shot with our sex tape.
Nice.
Caralho. I don't blame that one. Let the world to see that.
I'll tell everyone it was cold in the room. Don't you worry.
Oh, damn.
Stone Cold.
Yes,
Damn.
I know.
Fucking burn.
Cold as hell when she was practicing those side chokes on you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, Sarah, I saw you at the fight. I think it was UFC 187. I forgot which one I saw you at. It was Woodley versus Thompson, and you were with some guy who looked kind of like a hipster. Is that the guy you're dating, or he He had like a beard.
Did he have really skinny jeans?
Looked like he hadn't showered in a couple months. Is that who we're going with?
Oh, shit. I don't actually even know who I was hanging out with. I usually just, I know who you're talking about. No, he's a really close friend.
Not
he
too
does my
close.
strength and conditioning.
Oh, he's just strength and conditioning.
Strength and-
I like the stuttering at first, like man, I don't know, I can't keep track of all this.
So, like,
How that guy's your strength and condition coach?
No. Almost every show, I've actually taken a different person. Like I have like different friends that I hang out with.
No
go,
judgment
girl.
here. Hey,
I do the same stuff.
Yeah. So are you seeing anyone
Oh,
now?
I don't do it like you do it, motherfucker. I actually have like friends.
wow, we got the first motherfucker out of Sarah today. All right.
Don't get fucking bitter about the things that have taken place between.
No,
you
listen.
and
I
me.
was there when Sarah had looked amazing in that dress,
Yeah.
and you were all about it.
I was.
And she was playing hard to get.
Because he was
She
thinking,
wasn't
I could
playing
wear
that
it better.
fucking
That's
hard
what
to
he was
get.
trying to. He
Don't make
really
me
wanted
too-
that dress.
Don't make
Yeah.
Don't make me to post pictures of her stroking to my chest.
Really?
and looking at my baby browns.
Holding like some incense in her
I
hands.
have the pictures to prove.
Okay, I don't know. I just think
Listen,
that
I
because
was
you-
I was
we-
a little mesmerized by his beauty. Nobody can deny it.
Okay,
Wow.
thank you for.
But
You know
I'm
what?
a strong woman.
I,
I'm disciplined. All right.
I want to say that I'm proud of you for being honest on here. A lot of people like Josh Barnett isn't able to do that.
Well, you know what? Look, I'm honest enough to know that this Axe Daily Fragrance Dark Temptation is going to change your life, Renato. And I'd be careful, Sarah, next time you see him, if you feel stricken with the need for some chocolate loving,
Yeah.
then it's going to be that Dark Temptation. Blame
Wow.
it on the temptation.
He gave to me a present
Not the
today
alcohol.
of a Dark Temptation Axe body spray.
now.
And if you don't feel the need, you probably shouldn't drink any of your drinks because you're going to get it either way.
Oh God!
Now, Sarah. Last time I was in
That's
South.
a low blow.
Last time I was in South Carolina, I called you to come to the show, but you were competing in like the World Championships in Jiu-Jitsu, right? In the Garden or something, or
Hey, the fucking
No,
garden.
no. So I went to the New York Open in
They had that at the
New
garden.
York.
okay.
It was in City College.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit more
Jiu-jitsu
like it. The fucking garden.
And how did that go?
John,
I only had. Are you guys talking?
Yeah, let her finish. How did that go, Sarah?
I had one match. I actually had to go up a weight class because nobody else entered in my division. So I fought a girl a little bit bigger than me, and I beat her by. I think I beat her by advantages. But if I'm being totally honest, I don't exactly understand all the point system of the IBJJF. I'm just like, if I'm passing guards or if I'm like going for submissions, I'll get more, points or advantages, and that's all I have to do is don't let them score on me. And if I get anything, then I'm doing good. So it's a little bit different than that I'm used to competing under. But either way, she was pretty tough, and I don't know, like I just learned about myself. So I like going to these competitions. I'm a competitor. I just want to compete as much as possible.
I'm gonna learn about yourself when you come out here, boy.
So Sarah, okay, so you, Sarah, so you won that.
Yeah.
Okay, now, but like, so what happens? So when you win that, do you get a medal, or do you now get to advance to another tournament? Like, how does that work?
So I got a medal, but I think that if you're a black belt and you want to go to Worlds, you have to accumulate a certain amount of points throughout the year. You have to place or win certain tournaments, and it'll give you points. But
AKA
for
spend
me,
a lot of
I'm a
money.
purple belt, so I can just enter Worlds.
Right. So Josh, what were you saying?
I said AKA spend a lot of money.
Okay. Oh, so she has to keep competing in all these different things,
Yeah.
spending money versus.
Yeah.
That's kind of ridiculous. So,
Well, it's not like wrestling, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So the wrestling, we have different sponsors. I probably would do it's better if you have sponsors. It kind of sucks though because you have to win the tournaments in order to get the attention of sponsors, and the only way to win the tournaments is to pay that money up front. So it's kind of like a backward cycle there. But
Well, that and with wrestling, anyone can go to the U.S. Open. Anyone can go to, and if you place in the U.S. Open, you can go. Anyone can go to the Olympic trials or World Team trials or anything like that. I mean, anyone can show up.
No. The trials you have to qualify for.
Well, no, exactly.
Only
But if you
thing,
qualify at the U.S. Open, then
That's
you get to go to
tennis.
the
What
trials.
the fuck they have to do with anything? But don't chime in, Josh.
No, I understand, but so it does seem kind of weird that you have to keep getting medals in all kinds of different tournaments versus having like 1 or 2 tournaments, place those, and you get to go to the big show.
Tournaments.
That seems more.
Gotta go to a tournament.
Sense. So Sarah, I saw a picture of you being Mom of the Year. You were like canoeing or something, right?
I'm trying to think.
You were like paddleboarding.
I've taken her paddleboarding, and
I'll take you paddleboarding.
we do like different.
Paddling.
We go like we've gone horseback riding and paddleboarding.
You look so ripped while paddleboarding. It seemed like you were like in fight shape. I'm like, this is not even fair. Like every time I see a fighter, what?
Oh yeah, I actually noticed exactly what you're talking about. I came there and I was like, oh my god, the girls that are like compete at strawweight look my size, and then the girls who are my weight, like I think I'm the only person who stays like fairly close to fight shape.
Thought you was talking about the paddleboarding.
No, but she looked. I mean, she looked like she could have just got out, like went into a fight. Like,
but when she was paddleboarding,
she looked so ripped.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She thought you meant at the competition. He's
No.
talking about when you paddleboarding.
I'm talking about when she's paddleboarding. You look fucking ripped as hell.
But he chained the cheeks because you can't buy cheeks like that. You know, that's not made of fat. That's made of cheeks.
Look at this picture of her paddleboarding.
I know.
Now, who's that guy? Who's that guy in the front? That's
what the fuck is that guy?
Tank Abbott or something? Who's that guy that's in the?
That's your spiritual advisor?
His name is Darren James. He's one of my sponsors, but he's actually a really, really close friend.
Oh, your sponsor?
It's my tattoo sponsor. Like they are responsible for a huge piece on my back. He's just a really cool dude. So
I was responsible for a huge piece on your back too, but it looks to be gone at this point. It was look like a modern art, like a Jackson Pollock.
Listen, I honestly think that I think that Sarah and Renato. Sarah, are you single right now?
Sort of.
Sort of means you're single.
Kind of.
Nobody wants
put the grip on whoever I want. Kind of, sort of.
I have a short window period. I do try to just train and like avoid guys because they're the devil. But I always find myself. I wouldn't find myself like interested or kind of a little bit intrigued by someone here or there. But I really do try to like dodge it a little bit more. I'm kind of, I don't know.
You've been coming on the podcast for.
Well, how about this? If you can take them down, is that like an immediate turn off?
It is.
Like if they can't stop your single?
It is.
No, it's not. It depends. It depends because what if they're like a badass striker?
Well, now they're on their back
take down
at your
a
mercy.
Badass striker, but he could still beat my ass.
Sarah, I'm just gonna throw something
I
at
have
you.
to get through the weapon.
Sarah, I'm just gonna throw an idea.
Guy, I can take some jiu-jitsu guys down, but then like they beat the hell out of me. Like they'll submit me in like 20 things. So that isn't my that's not my criteria. It really is more like because in both those cases I can take them down, but they can probably like do some damage.
Beat some part of your body that you've mentioned already.
Alyssa want to ask you some stuff here.
Alyssa.
Sarah, I'm just gonna throw an idea at you. Would you ever think about dating a girl?
So, okay. Now, I thought about this because I'm super open-minded. Like, if I had any attraction towards girls, I most certainly would do it because I would instantly double my dating pool, and I think that, some girls are really, really awesome. The only unfortunate part is that I don't feel that attraction, and it's super tragic to me, because, some girls are really, really cool, but it's just, there's zero attraction.
Just do it anyway.
So how do you know?
The most beautiful woman in the world could walk into the room, and I'd be like, oh, my God. What does she do to her hair? I need to find out what products she uses. Like, that's amazing. But I wouldn't have any butterflies on my stomach. I wouldn't.
Sarah keeps it real.
You just haven't seen Alyssa's eyebrows.
I'll give you butterflies, Sarah.
Wait, you heard that? Listen, hear her out.
Alyssa.
Sarah, I'll give you butterflies. I'll take you canoeing.
It's not possible. It's like, I know, like, trust me, if I had an inkling, like I'm an extremely open-minded person.
It's funny.
Like I would have, but there's just no zing. A guy can like the smallest touch, and I'm like, it'll give me shivers in my spine. Like it's biological, I believe. Like
Yeah.
So guys, the key out there is to go find Sarah and just start touching her.
Touching her spine.
I would totally. Sometimes I'm like, I would totally rather date a girl because of the way girls are, but I can't deal without like
Moody and
not having that sexual
needy and
connection.
Without
depressed.
that dirt.
Yeah, no, listen, Sarah. You've been on the show for 3 years, and every time I'm like, "Do you have a boyfriend?" And it's always, well, sort of. But
All right.
But you know what? You're gonna
Well,
meet.
it's easy. It's easy to catch my attention, but it's hard to
Keep it there.
kind of nail me down.
Well, that's because.
I don't think the
I'll
kneeling
nail
down
you
has been
down.
the problem.
I
I
think
think it's
Well, I think honestly, to me, you're look. I'm getting married next month, but you're a 10. You're a pretty girl. You're a
total
fighter.
babe.
You're smart. You're hot. You're
Wrestler.
cool. A wrestler. So good. I'm happy that you're not
but it
settling
takes
down.
It takes a really. I mean, I've always had a lot more spaced out boyfriends. Like I'll talk to guys and I'll get to know somebody, but
You're dating a lot of space
like,
cadet, the
actually
heifer addict.
give up freedom.
Well, you said you date a
Okay,
spaced out
Hanato. Okay,
boyfriend.
Hanato. What would your ideal date with Sarah be? What? Okay, so Hanato, how would you impress Sarah McMann?
apparently by showing up on acid.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna smoke a natural marijuana cigarette.
Yes.
And we're gonna listen to.
I got tested.
prog
man.
rock?
I can't be doing that.
She gets tested.
Off season, we're gonna do that, and then so I can get space out for you.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna listen to some Negro jazz musician.
Yep.
And trip out and
Bitches
and
Brew by
space
Miles
out.
Davis.
You know, that kind of stuff. Maybe some jazz fusion.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna take you.
Telefleck.
I'm gonna take you and massage your buttocks.
Or her spine. That's the
specifically.
spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Now you're
massage you.
talking.
I'm
Don't
gonna,
forget the spine.
I'm
you're
gonna
talking.
apply some almond oil on there.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna turn you. Yeah, I'm gonna put you to your stomach and put a pillow under there. And I'm gonna eat your pussy from behind, and then if I'm so inclined, I'm going to maybe dabble onto your butthole.
Dabble though.
Dabble.
Just dabble. He's
Yeah.
gonna test the waters.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some gentle kiss onto your butthole, and then I'm also gonna kiss on each cheeks and kiss very loving and tender.
He's
nobody-
he's waiting for the wink
Yeah.
as the go ahead.
Exactly. No, nobody respect women more than me.
Yep.
Nobody respect women more than me.
You're like Trump.
But I'm gonna kiss there, very tender, and then and then after that, no pressure. We're gonna see where we take things from there.
So you're gonna
after,
start with
after
the.
you've kissed her butthole. Let's see how that. Let's see how this relationship blossoms.
All right.
Let's see where the wind.
All right,
Let's
so-
see where the wind takes us.
So Josh, you're a single man. How would your date with Sarah be?
hard to chop, my brother.
Yeah, no, I don't own any almond oil. My date with Sarah. That's a good question. I suppose we could start off with
Man of War contract.
take,
Talk about Vikings for an hour.
yeah, we could arm wrestle a little bit.
Arm wrestling?
Well,
Really?
basically, all I'm going to do is just touch her and then just see what happens.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Not a bad
Or-
idea.
yeah. Well, do
what
I
I
see
did.
do I see spine tingles or
I mean,
do I
but are
see
you gonna take her to-
repulsion? You know, has she started throwing fists at me yet? Or
But I can see you taking her to a metal concert or something, right?
I don't know. Is that your jam,
Sarah,
Sarah?
do
You
you
into
like metal?
Yeah, I totally would do that. I've never been to a metal concert, so
All right, we can start with a metal concert. I'll take you
at
something a little
first.
tamer than say like Nails or Lamb of God or something.
I could
something
totally
easier.
hold my own in a mosh pit. I think.
Sweet.
Dude, hell yeah, she could.
Okay, yeah,
No one
yeah,
would
she
fuck
could.
with Sarah in a
Oh,
mosh
yeah.
pit.
Sarah would be a
Yeah.
badass in the mosh
If
pit.
she
We
took
could
off her sleeves, I'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck that. I'm
So-
gonna fuck with
we can get
Josh.
some
I'm not
whiskey
fucking with Sarah.
and go
So
have.
and then, now, it's the first date. All right, so the date goes well. The metal
Yeah.
concert, the mosh pit you guys have. It's a very romantic date.
Oh, incredibly.
At the end when you drop her off, I know Hanato he would already eat her butt on the first date.
Right.
But you seem like
We have a hip hop.
would you go in for a kiss or would you wait for Sarah to kiss you?
I would sort of maneuver everything into some sort of wrestling hold and then get the kiss while we're engaged, and she would just think it was part of the move. So
While you grab ass and
Yeah.
horsing around.
horsing around,
Yeah.
frolicking in the grass.
And then ha ha ha.
Sarah. so Sarah, which
And then
date?
there's that
both
silence, that eye lock.
Those are both equal.
Been there.
Now, Sarah, which date sounds better for
I don't get
Josh's
my
or
date?
Hanato?
I don't get to say my date?
Yeah, please.
All right,
Yeah,
what's
let's hear
your
Alyssa's
date,
date.
Alyssa?
All right. Well, first we'd go paintballing because I love paintballing. And then we'd go get pizza because I love pizza. And then I'm just going to shoot open mouth doubles on you all day.
Open mouth doubles?
Yeah,
An open mouth double leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
double
And
leg.
this is why I'm so sad that I don't have lesbian tendencies.
I win. That means I fucking
You
win
need
this
to
shit.
be a winner.
She said you're the winner.
Yes.
Wow.
Do I want to date with
Clearly.
Sarah McMann? Is
Yes.
that
But
what
the
I
only
just won?
problem is you don't have the right equipment.
Yeah,
And
you need
that-
a dick.
you
I'll
need it.
strap it on. It's easy. They can't
Look,
strap anything
listen
off.
to me, Sarah. I can learn to take you out to Pizza Hut or wherever the fuck shit, and then do a paintball. Or I'll take you to whatever is that one with the hat, the rat.
All right.
Have the cheese,
Now, if I was single,
Chuck
what
E.
I would
Cheese.
do is I would take you to my comedy show.
Oh God! And that, yeah,
She would
your pussy
leave.
gonna dry up immediately on that one.
Renato can eat her butthole off.
Instantly wet. Go ahead,
Instantly
continue.
wet, right?
Oh, God.
I would see what
Watching
you're
him die up there.
I would see what you're laughing at, right? I would see what makes you laugh, and then you'd be
And
like,
then you
oh,
take your
come on.
pants off and you get the grand finale. Wow, you thought that was hilarious.
That's the closer. That's the closer.
Best joke ever.
Now, and then
that
afterwards
shit?
we go out for ice cream. It
Aw.
sounds like
What place though?
the
Pinkberry.
Milk.
There's a good ice cream place right over here on like Ventura, and then afterwards. Now that's the thing. Now because of the way you look and who you are guys afraid to make the first move on you?
That was your whole date? It ended at the fucking ice cream
Not the
parlor?
guys not the guys who ask me on a date.
Oh, the guy.
If they're bold enough to ask me on a date, they're the kind of guy who are bold enough to go in for a kiss.
Oh, that's true.
True dat.
Now the guys don't even get through if they can't like be bold and ask me out, that it sets the stage for everything else. But if they are guys who are like, fuck it, I'm asking her, I don't care, then they usually everything else follows suit. They're a little bit more aggressive type of guy.
All right, so you're more like, I want a butt grab with my kiss.
Yeah.
Or a little
Yeah, but
choke.
she's. But,
Yeah, you see that?
A little.
yeah, but
You know what? I literally just told the guy that I'm talking to. We were joking around with that, and he's like, we were talking about different kissing and stuff like that, and I was like, well, if you're talking about improving that, then and what your techniques are, you should definitely grab my ass.
wow.
So
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm psychic
I'm
about
telling
these
You
things.
gotta get out of South Carolina.
listen,
Hanato.
I don't kiss a person like, oh, this is really sweet. I think you're a nice guy. Like, if you're gonna kiss somebody, you fucking kiss them.
That's high.
You
Yeah.
kiss-
Go to
so
war
it's gotta
with your
be
lips.
With their
like intense.
face.
Kill or be
So-
killed.
No,
This is Sparta.
Like, intense. Yeah, like I'm gonna.
It's
whatever.
like a vampire.
Wow, so it sounds like
You know what?
getting,
You
getting
wouldn't
romantic
even
with you
wouldn't
is...
even know. I talked to Alyssa. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I know,
yeah,
oh,
listen.
girl, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Alyssa has 4 kids already, so guys, go right in.
No, I do not.
Yeah,
I
she
do
knows
not
what
have
I'm
4
talking
kids.
about.
No, she's got a lifetime pass on every roller coaster at Disneyland.
Impregnate them 4 times.
Yes. Well,
She can't all
listen,
be white, 6'3",
Sarah.
300 pounds,
Once again, you have topped yourself with your appearance. People always say Sara McMann would be the greatest co-host. I wish you lived out here.
Yeah, why you don't move out here? Why you stuck in South Carolina, porra?
Because her baby.
Well, I am moving to Sacramento so I can win that belt.
No shit.
I
Wow.
have Team Alpha Male helping me out.
Look at you. You're-
Wow. Okay,
Oh.
so you closer now.
Oh no! They're all gonna try to bang you. The
They're
team
too
Alpha.
small. They're too short.
There's gonna be a line.
They're too little. They can't take her down.
Maybe
Oh, they can take her down.
those.
Too many
I'm older
alfalfa
than
there.
all of them too.
They're
So-
older.
You know what? Never mind alfalfa. You need to fuck around with buckwheat. Or maybe stymie. And when you're ready to
Heckle and
graduate
Jekyll.
to stymie male or buckwheat male, we can talk.
I don't know. I still have to. I think that they're trying to line up my next fight, and I'm kind of hesitant to move. Like, if I think they told me we're going to get you something this summer. They're looking for like July or August. So I don't want to move mid camp. So I might have my next fight and then move immediately after that.
Well, I love it. Well, good luck with everything, Sarah, and thank you for being such a good sport and being you. So.
Look at your DMs,
Awesome.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Look at your DMs.
I'll talk to you later. We're gonna do a FaceTime.
Take care, Sarah.
Be well.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay. That was, I love that chick. She's such a cool,
She's great.
such a sweetheart.
She is
What a cool! I
fantastic.
can't believe she can't find a man that like. What I guess I think
She can.
She
You know
can
what?
find a
You know
man.
what
She
has-
just
you know
finds one, and then she kind of is like, you sit over here for a bit while
You
I
know-
go find this
I
other one.
also feel-
and hey, you know
what's
what it
another
is. Got that
syndrome?
fighter lifestyle.
that happens is when you have a single mother, because I've dealt with being a guy who's dating a single mother. if they're a good mother,
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
You've created a few.
If they're good, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But if they're a good mom and their main priority is the kid, it's hard to find a good guy that fits into that program.
Oh, we are getting real,
and you
aren't we?
don't want to. No, I'm just saying.
No, you're 100% correct. I mean, the kid's got to come
when
first.
you got a guy like me who's having some fun and he's traveling, he's doing his stuffs. Maybe that's hard. God,
Go on.
That's hard for. Was that one of your morning zoo fucking effects again?